Okay, so this is called the Absolution of Flesh. It's kind of a Gothic scenario, not exactly a typical Gothic adventure, but it's the right time period. It wouldn't be applicable to epoch, and also the themes. Even though this is not typical Gothic, it's closer to Gothic themes than Belle Epoque themes. So this takes place in Lisbon, Portugal, in 1831. Before I start, just a little bit of historical background. This is at the end of the year, the end of 1831. So it's right before the Civil War starts, which he called the Liberal War. Not because there were people with strange colored hair preaching, another kind of liberals. In this case, they were liberal monarchists. That was one of the factions. The other faction was the absolutist monarchists. This happened after the French invasions. The Portuguese court bravely ran away to Brazil, and they stayed there bravely for a few years. Meanwhile, when they came back, the rightful heir to the throne stayed in Brazil, and he became the emperor there. That guy was Dom Pedro. And when the king, a few years after returning to Portugal and claiming his title again, or keeping his title, whatever we should call it, eventually the man died. And at that point, there was a problem because the rightful heir couldn't be the heir because he was in Brazil being the emperor. And he had a brother. The brother eventually became king of Portugal, but this one was Dom Miguel. But Dom Pedro still claimed the title, and that started the war. That's summarizing it. That's it. So there are two factions. One is the liberals, led by Dom Pedro, will be coming to Portugal, leading an army to take his throne back, and the absolutists, which are at the moment in power. Dom Miguel is now king. Uh, but no, we have not a war going on at this time. Just this is the Cold War, an actual war. The problems have started years ago, so the country is a little bit in kind of a trouble, but still stable enough. And but the story has nothing to do with politics. This is just background. So, just you should maybe introduce our characters, just a little information about them. Let's start with. I'm not going to expect you to pronounce the names. I will say them myself. Mr. Antonio de Vasconcelos, also
Wow,
known.
that's how you say that last name. Vasconcelos?
Mhm.
Vasconcelos.
Vasconcelos.
Yeah.
Okay, Antonio, to you
Yeah,
guys, because you're all friends, and that's
Antonio.
all I can say. Um, I am a lawyer and a bureaucrat within the echelons of the government. Well connected. I'm upper middle class, so I'm not a aristocrat, but I know a few, and am kind of an apparatchik for them. So I have connections, um, and my secret shame is I've fallen in love with someone of lower class,
Oh,
and yeah,
that's
but
a
you
bit
guys
no
won't
no.
know that because I just keep a little porcelain doll over in a secret place in my house that none of you know about.
Now our rich widow Elena Mora.
I'm Elena. I'm a rich widow. Well, I'm a lady of high society. Being rich and being a widow gives me a lot of freedom. I don't have a nagging husband anymore. So I can do whatever I please.
Every
I
time you
moved.
drink the poison, right? Like,
I move in multiple circles, aristocracy, intellectual, and artistic. I have a lot of soirees at my house.
Mm.
And normally I know or I like to know what is going on in the good society.
And now our newspaper man, Joaquim Nogueira.
Joaquim Nogueira. Yes. So I work. So Joaquim Nogueira do Comércio de Lisboa. So I work seemingly for a very respectable, commercially minded public newspaper that is very careful of the censorship regime of the Megalitos, but I am in fact a liberal monarchist, thoroughly in tune with the court of Paris and the parliamentary mindset of London, and a supporter in secret of Dom Pedro, who even now threatens to invade and restore liberal monarchism to Portugal.
This sounds like a wrestling plot.
I do. Luchador! No, anyway. So I obviously have to be very, very careful, though I do in fact write for publications that are smuggled in from the Azores. I have to be very, very careful to maintain public respectability because I don't want to end up dead or in jail. That being said, I am known for my investigative capabilities. Unlike most of the other people here, I am bourgeois. I am definitely a middle-class working man. By my own standards. Obviously, I don't dig ditches, but I also don't dress in the finest of clothes. I am, after all, a mere scribbler.
It suddenly strikes me that this whole scenario is just a way of the game master getting us to say King Miguel over and over again.
Yeah.
Wasn't king for a long time, so I.
He's
Or
just gonna
Pedro.
snip those
Or
parts.
Pedro.
He's just going to snip those parts, right?
All we're doing is saying Miguel and Pedro over and over again.
Oh, right. Okay, and finally, the poet.
Okay, Tomás de Almeida is a young man in his early 20s. He comes from a upper middle class family, but some rivals managed to ruin most of the wealth of the family. So he has some upper class clothing, but he still shows some wear and tear. He is a slender and pale man, thoughtful eyes, introspective expression, dark hair unkept, as it should be for a poet. Probably is addicted to some kind of drug, as all poets are, and also to the vices of the flesh. He is invited due to his expertise in making poems and keeping all the guests occupied. Is usually invited to soirees, to some parties where he managed to make some connections amongst the lonely wives of the men that go there.
Bless your heart.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, are you famous enough that we would have heard
Yes,
you read?
yes, yes,
I mean,
yes.
you're a
yes.
friend apparently, but
Yeah, but I'm famous.
Perhaps,
so what's your
perhaps-
poetry skill?
because all of you share a friendship with Duarte Monronha, you probably know each other at least by name. So not necessarily. You can be friends if some of you think.
Well,
be
well,
friends.
if you must know my perk is fame, so I'm quite famous.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So
You
Yeah,
are-
perhaps not
would
for the
say
right reasons, but
that very likely you know Tomas, probably knows Elena from the social gatherings.
Yeah.
You
It's
very
Joaquin-
likely,
He's working also because he's a journalist. So
yeah, you met him as well. Antonio, it depends. That's up to you if you frequent the same places or not. But this is Lisbon. This is a small place. This is not. It's not London. It's a small city. Even if you don't know each other, actually, if you have, even if you haven't seen each other,
Oh,
you probably seen everybody in Avenida da Liberdade or in Chiado because everybody goes there
yeah.
strolling around.
Now, at this point,
So
are the French like on the borders, or you
they've
know?
gone back.
Okay,
They went back years ago. There may be some English here as well because they stayed longer. So probably many English people stayed, but they stayed up north, so not in Lisbon. Okay, so this starts because no, not because when all of you are invited um, to a meeting at Duarte de Noronha's house. He is a friend of all of you. He's kind of a socialite, but also involved in politics. He doesn't have a real job. His home is located in a respectable area near a place called Chiado. He's very knowledgeable of everybody in the city. This is not so the invitation is not quite for a soiree or something like that. It's something different. You understand immediately when he sent you the invitation that is something more private. He mentions that he invited other people, and we will discover now who the other people are, which is just you, not nobody else. Okay, so let's assume that the first person to arrive would probably be Antonio, because you are a respectable man.
yeah, and as a bureaucrat, I'm probably a little early for things, so I will knock at the door or meet the footman.
So the footman receives you at the door, and he says, "Mr. Duarte is waiting for you, Mr. Vasconcelos. Please come with me."
Thank you, and I've got my little attaché for taking notes and stuff, assuming this is going to be a legal meeting of some sort.
So as I said, this is a very fancy house in a fancy area of the city,
Okay,
but
I'll wipe my feet before I go in.
not an aristocratic home. The Duarte is a bourgeois, upper bourgeois. And you immediately see that this is really not a party, not a social gathering of sorts. It's something private. He is in his study, and it's where he meets you. So Duarte is, let me check his description. He's in his early 40s, of medium height. He has dark hair. His dark hair is starting to grow gray at the temples. He dresses very well, but in a bourgeois manner, so not really fashionable, but obviously wealthy.
Senor,
Antonio, glad to
I'm
meet you.
doing well. How are you?
I'm fine. Well, this is going to be a bit of a problem that we have here. But I'm not going to talk about this right now. I'll wait for the other guests. I
Should
think.
I prepare to take notes, or is this more informal?
Well, this is informal, but maybe if you want to take notes, maybe it will help you in the future. Perhaps. Yes, I think it would be wise to do that.
I will claim a good chair with a side table and yeah, put my ink pot and such up so that I'm ready to go.
Would you care for something to drink?
Oh yes, please, thank you.
Oh, of course. So he asks the footman to bring you whatever you want.
I'll,
And
I'll make an appropriate order. Yeah.
after a few minutes, uh, Joaquin arrives, and you are also brought to the same place where you see that in Duarte's study there's already one of the other guests, Antonio de Vasconcelos, a lawyer and a bureaucrat.
Oh, okay. A participant in the Miguelito regime. Although what his actual opinions are, who knows? So many of us must keep them guarded. So I will hang up my hat and my cloak, unless there's a servant to take them.
There's a servant.
And, okay, so I hand my hat and my cloak and my walking cane to him. I am dressed respectably, but my clothes are clearly not of the latest fashionable cut or anything like that. You see slight ink stains on my fingers. I look around, you notice I'm kind of taking in everything, like I'm looking at the room. You see my fingers in my right hand sort of move a little bit like I'm wishing that I had a pen. And then I enter the room and introduce myself. Senor Antonio, I see that you have been summoned as well.
Immediately,
Indeed.
Duarte approaches you. Duarte is not as familiar with you as with Antonio, but is still a friend. And as soon as you enter, he turns to Antonio and says, "I know Joaquin is a journalist, but don't worry, he's friend."
I work
Oh.
for an eminently respectable newspaper.
My clothing is also kind of upper middle classy, but a little more fashionable. And I do have,
I'd say yours are nicer than mine. Yes.
yeah, I do have.
I'm much more the scribbler. Depends on what my editors are paying me.
I have a pen, and I'm going to do pen stuff with it just to make you uncomfortable. Like, I think I'll write that down if you don't mind.
Dang it. I'm 100 years away from wire recorders. Darn it. Anyway.
In the meantime, Elena arrives, and the butler brings you also into Duarte's study. Obviously, the poet will be the last one.
Obviously.
Hello, gentlemen. I gave them my hands for them to.
Duarte immediately.
Yep, we'll lick it, as required. Oh, my goodness! The strawberry? Is this strawberry you've coated it with?
Now I'm thinking about the face when our cats smell and lick the other cat's ass. They make this face.
I am a bureaucrat, so there's no telling.
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
doing.
yeah.
Like they're having a high on ass.
Yeah, you're gonna want to wash that before you eat. Charmed as always.
I'm just looking for my glass of port. And being a journalist, of course, I must also drink alcohol because that's what journalists do. They drink and they write stories.
Yeah, they drink a lot.
Sometimes true ones.
Ooh.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Yeah, occasionally. And Duarte seems very pleased to have you. He says, "I haven't seen you in a while, and that's a shame. We should."
Well, contrary to what some have rumored, I have not been thrown into the prisons yet. We live in interesting times, as the Chinamen say.
Well, if someone else wants something to drink, please. Our servant will take care of that. He looks at his watch. Well, we are expecting one more guest, but he's a poet, so.
Surely you don't mean Tomas.
Yes, of course.
Ah,
Have you
Tomas
read
the
his
Armada?
latest? Have you read his latest?
Exactly that one. Yes.
Yes, I think he's turning a little bit out of fashion lately.
But I have heard that he is somewhat scandalous in certain respects. I mean, granted, he's a poet. Could make for a very interesting conversation. I just wish I had my notepad with me.
I stack my papers and make a note. Wishes he had paper at hand.
Oh God.
You are going to write a very dull report, but that may come in handy. Perhaps. And finally, the poet arrives.
Oh,
I stand.
yeah. I when I arrive, you see that his eyes are a bit reddish, and he has some stains on his coat that you don't know. You can't imagine the origin of those, but well, he's quite. Oh my! Please, I'm sorry for coming here so late, but I was entertained somewhere else. Good
A poet
afternoon
is
to
never late.
everyone.
He arrives. He arrives instantly when he
Yeah,
desires.
yeah. Well, Duarte, and I give a big hug to Duarte.
He hugs you.
How
Not
are you?
not entirely agreeable doing that kind of thing, but yeah, you are a poet, so
Yeah, and I go
Oh, he's so
to
Italian.
I go to Vasconcelos. I give you a handshake. You can
Oh,
smell some. You can
I
smell.
go in for a hug, and then when I see that you're just going to handshake, I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I,
and
I don't, however, lick your hand because that's just.
yeah, but you can smell alcohol in him. So,
I read your latest. It's
oh,
always
someone, yeah,
always worthwhile, my
yeah,
friend.
some people dare to say that was kind of a debauchery poems, but I don't think so. They are all about love. And then I go to Nogueira, also an handshake. How are you, Mister Nogueira?
Ah, yes, yes. It's very nice to meet you. I stand. Good day to you, Senor Di Malta.
And then finally I see Miss Moura. Ah, Menina
Menina,
Moura,
menina não, senhora, sou casada, viúva.
I don't care for you. You are always a menina, and I kiss your hand. An extended kiss. Have you been?
The same
Hey,
hand, same hand
I'm
that
like, hey, that's an indirect kiss. Nice.
Vasconcelos leaked. So it's still covered on his
I don't care.
right.
I'm a poet. So, Duarte, what's the invitation? Where's everybody else? This isn't this a party?
not quite. No, this is something else. I need your help with something.
Oh,
Yes. So there's a certain series of events that may be in some kind of way connected. There are 6 households in the city, each of them known to me, and each one of them presently unsettled. You might know some of them, but we'll talk about that later. The causes behind these problems are, at first glance, different. The circumstances are not really identical, and yet I have come to believe that there may be a common thread to this. So this is about a series of families that you probably know about, and I will tell you now who they are. But before I do that, I need to ask something of you that I know that you are. This is just a formality. I know that none of you will talk about this outside this room.
oh, you know me, Duarte.
Yes, I know all of you, and I know that though you might know some of these people and probably heard the rumors, I'm sure that you will not talk about anything of this. So the families I'm talking about are first Afonso de Menezes. Now this is off character, just the game master explaining. Afonso de Menezes is a minor nobleman. He's married to a woman called Leonor. Then there's another one called Joaquim Ferreira Bastos, a merchant and industrialist. He's married to a woman called Beatriz. The other one is Dr. Tomás Seabra, a medical doctor. He's married to a woman called Mariana. Then there's a military officer, Captain Lourenço Amaral, who is married to Isabel Amaral. And then there's a government functionary that Antonio knows about, of course. He's also called Antonio, but Antonio Lacerda. And
Mm,
finally, a landowner called Manuel Duarte Vilares married to a woman called Inês. So you know all of these people, at least by name. You might know the husband, you might know the wife. Probably Lena knows all the wives, might not know all of the husbands. So obviously, she knows about them because if she met the wives, she also knows who are their husbands. It's possible. Now, roll me a urban savvy to check if you know about the rumors.
Okay, I don't believe I have that one.
No, I don't have. Also have urban
is that a
savvy.
wits or a charisma?
This would be charisma, I think. Yeah, no, charisma.
I got.
I have Kurt connections.
I am entirely incorrect. I do have urban savvy.
Chord
So
connection.
based on wits,
Not for all of them, so just roll the normal one. Yeah,
Anyway, I rolled a 17 with charisma. It's a 19.
okay. So
I
you
got
have
a,
heard about the rumors.
I've got a 16.
15 total for me.
Okay, so you've heard about some of the rumors. Elena knows all about all the
Of
rumors.
course I do.
so
My God.
I ended up with a total of 8. My roll was really,
So
really bad.
because you are a journalist, obviously you know nothing.
Exactly.
Exactly.
All the
So,
news fit to print. If I don't know it, it's not fit to print. Or I can make it up and it's better. It's one of the two.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
so what you've heard,
Nobody really wants to read the truth anyway.
what you have heard about is that there have been some issues in these households. The women have been acting a little bit strange. There are no proofs of anything, but obviously this is Lisbon, so the first thing people will say is they are betraying their husbands because that's something that happens. So
That's the
constantly,
first thing people in Lisbon say.
Yep.
Man,
I think
Yep.
it would be the first thing. Yes.
Yes.
So, Zukim kind of looks very thoughtful for a moment and says, I'm rather surprised that someone has not, if I may say, compelled their wife to reveal the underlying truth. Is there some sensitivity to the matter that prevents that usual approach to these things?
Well, yes, of course, these are respectable families. They really don't want um, to get into that kind of confrontation. And also, let me explain this a little bit better. In spite of the rumors, there are no proofs at all. And later, you might even have the opportunity to talk to the people involved, and but they have already did that. So I'm pretty sure that there are no proof at all. The rumors started because some stories got outside.
Hmm.
There's nothing, absolutely nothing that proves there have been any kind of betrayal. So it's possible that it's something else.
do you
I
suspect
see.
this is part of a ploy, a political or even a foreign ploy?
It could be. It's not impossible. This is strange. So, as I said, so even though some of the husbands suspected betrayal at first, they have no reason at all to suspect and they have no proof, of course.
Hmm.
Without proof, they cannot act.
I'm sure there is some rational and scientific explanation. I am understanding that reputation and honra would not allow them to acknowledge some of the more infamous possible
Well,
reasons for this behavior.
yeah, but you know
Well,
what they say: where there's smoke, there's fire. So,
gentlemen,
Before I say anything,
are they married? Question: Are the men in the group married?
yeah, the poet
I
is
know
married.
you're not. The journalist is not because he's poor. He's poor. He's a journalist. Uh,
And
Alas, I
and
am
it,
not married.
yeah, Antonio
I
also
I have not
finds,
found a lady with the appropriate fortune.
and don't work.
and yeah, Antonio is also a bachelor.
So I'm going to say, gentlemen, this is not a surprise for you. Most women do deceive their husbands. What else would they marry? It is very strange is that all the husbands discovered.
Well, I know,
That's rather discouraging.
yeah, I know a few of them, the husbands
Let's
and
be realistic.
wives.
All of you probably are fucking a married woman or trying to, because that's how things worked in that time. If you're not married, you
I
may
turn
have
about 8
some.
shades of red. Like,
I presume that the fear of scandal is at least part of the reason why the usual husbandly authority has not been exercised. After all, it would have to then be explained. Yes, how
someone
awkward.
move Elena's drink away from her reach.
Oh, Elena, you know me so well.
I forgot to mention something else that you've heard about in those rumors. There are two names that have been mentioned every time the whispers about these affairs have circulated around. One of them is of a poet, but not Tomás. Tomás is in.
There is another poet in Lisbon.
Yes. We have another poet, a man called Sebastião Valério, and this one is very well known, especially for his escapades more than his poems. He's very well known for being a seducer of women, of all kinds of women, not only high class, also lower class, and actresses and singers. And
There's an old saying, poets can't be choosers.
the other person is also a dandy, but not as scandalous as the poet. Is this guy is an aristocrat? He's not wealthy anymore, but he's still a
And,
man.
and their names come up because they've been sniffing around these families, or
Yeah, they have
Gotcha.
met the wives, and then, well, they are the usual suspects basically.
gotcha.
Every time something like this is mentioned, but it's possible because they actually know the families and they have met both the husbands and the wives, so it's possible that they
And who is this aristocrat?
Dom Luís de Taíde.
Is there is there a list of the husbands and wives that you can throw in the chat so that I can mispronounce all of them equally?
Yeah, butcher their names, please.
We're going to go speak to Joachim dos Hilaros.
Zuakim, please. Zuakim.
Oops, I'm not
There's
sure.
not a Z in that name. How in the world?
It's right there at the beginning. It's a J.
Wait, I've pasted here the wrong thing.
You know, in Latin, Joachim starts with an I.
True, because they didn't have J.
That's in my Grail. That's in my Grail book.
Okay. The second text is the one. It starts with Afonso de Menezes.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So Duarte mentioned.
Are these descriptions known to us, or is this some of this behind the curtain?
I made a mistake. The chronology. Ignore the chronology.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I noticed.
You're not supposed to.
Oopsie. DM secrets.
I had copied something else before, and
Elena is thinking in loose sanity points. Well, okay, but don't worry. Some men are cheating. Some wives are cheating on their husbands. Why is this serious? Because of the political subject.
I'm sorry.
I take it back. My pronunciation isn't going to be the hilarious one this time, is it?
I'm sorry. I apologize. I shouldn't laugh because you guys speak English so much better than I speak Portuguese.
Exactly.
But that was hilarious. These wives are shitty.
These wives are
Yes.
shitting on their
I'm
husbands.
sorry. I suddenly have this mental image. It's like, oh, it's that kind of marriage. Okay.
Oh, it's the Germans have decided to invade.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I was sure that particular, I'm sure it's always existed. It's just
Some
like,
women are committing adultery.
So
Oh,
the word is out of words for a few seconds, and then he understands what you meant, and he says, "Well, yes, well, I know those things happen, but in this particular case, it's not just that. So these women, they have the reason the husband suspects something is not usual. I think they have been acting strangely, but uh, in a different way. They are not acting guilty. They are acting happy. They are happy, much happier than before, livelier,
How dare they?
and at the same time, they haven't denied anything. They haven't argued with their husbands. The husbands tried to get them to reveal something, but they have always acted in a detached way.
Is it
All of
just
them.
their change in demeanor that makes them suspect
Yes.
infidelity?
Well, there's something else. They have been. Sometimes they have arrived late from appointments,
Hmm.
which were normal appointments,
I
all of
look
them.
at Thomas like,
But I found
hmm.
this suspicious because the stories are kind of similar. And the fact that they are similar and also a little bit different than the usual kind of, as Mrs. Moura, I'm sure, knows about this kind of thing. Roll me a investigation.
everyone or just
No, this is just for Elena.
16.
So the way he's putting this, and though you know the rumors, yes, this is kind of strange. Kind of strange. The fact that they are all acting similar at the same time. There's something here that's not really.
It's a massive adultery. That's what makes it strange. Okay.
So,
Well,
and these two characters, do you think are involved in this happiness? This Sebastião and Don Luis the
it's
Ataíde?
that's what people believe. I don't know if it's too convenient or not, but it's something that we could try to figure out. Maybe one of them, or maybe both of them, or just
None of them.
I
or none.
suppose I would propose that we see if the women share any common appointments or memberships in organizations that might explain why they have en masse done this.
Yes, that's a possibility. I know that the husbands have not compared stories. They don't. They have tried to avoid talking about this with other people.
So basically, the symptoms are they arrive late from appointments and they're
Yep,
happy.
and they are happier than usual, and livelier than usual, and more active than usual. All of them.
Well, I think their husbands should be grateful for that.
Well, maybe some of them are.
Hmm.
And the
Well,
supposition of infidelity is not the husband's, it is the hoi polloi's decision. Is that accurate, or do the husbands suspect?
Uh, the husbands have started to also to suspect. Yes,
Hmm.
after a while they started to suspect. Well, the first time I talked to them about this in the early beginning, they were just baffled by their wife's unusual behavior. But after a while, they have started to believe there's a possibility this is a betrayal, even if it's not the usual type of, I don't know, betrayal.
How deeply unfortunate. I do wonder why involve us again in this? Why do they
Well,
seek our participation?
they
I'm
did.
guessing you want us to discreetly poke our noses here
Yes,
and there.
this was my suggestion. The husbands they didn't want to, but I said I I think at this point we have several problems here, and then there are some issues that are kind of unrelated to this, but one of the men is a military man. There may be a war coming soon. He may not be able to be at home. The same with the politician. So I'm also worried about those things. And because they are all kind of related, maybe they aren't. Maybe the cases are completely different. They are not all related. But I've just
Hmm.
decided we should treat them as they are. And the reason why I called you because I think each one of you might help because you have certain skills, certain knowledge, certain connections that could help you find out what's behind this.
I'm happy to offer my aid here for the good of the country, if nothing else. But have the husbands been made aware of us as individuals, or just that there's an effort being made?
No, they know that I've talked to them a few days ago to all of them, and I said that I was going to get in touch with each one of you, and they accepted my proposal. If you want to make appointments with them discreetly, of course, and try to find out some more things about this.
Ah, well,
Or
discretion is the key, isn't it?
another plan, you can do whatever you want. But yes, discretion is the most important thing here.
Okay, you
Hmm.
can count with my help. I'm always ready to help you, Duarte.
I know you are. I knew all of you would be willing to help.
It sounds like an interesting story, whether it can be published or not.
Yes, well, I assume this will not be published unless,
Oh, you need not worry. The Commercio would never publish such things. No, of
yeah,
course not.
of course not. Uh,
But perhaps it will give me some inspiration to a new set of poems. Who knows?
just don't name them.
Yeah, I will not name anyone. Don't worry.
Well, I can obviously go back and search the newspaper archives and see if I can find connections or information, perhaps a pattern that unites the ladies and their families in some way, or recent events that connect them. Um, I mean, there's opportunities to go through and search. These are not people who are completely disconnected to higher society, so I assume I will find some information regarding them or regarding those who may be in their orbits, especially these two gentlemen you've mentioned.
By the way, there's another reason why I decided to lump up all these cases because it all started at around the same time, about 3 months.
Hmm.
That's when all of the husbands, not all at the same time, of course, but it was around that time that I've had conversations with the husbands about their wives, and that's why I suspected something. Um,
Started how long ago? Sorry, I didn't understand.
about 3 months ago,
Oh, 3 months ago.
between 3 and 4 months ago.
Okay, I must ask the locals, the places that these people live. I guess they're kind of all throughout the city in various places,
Not really. Well, yes, but no, because this is Lisbon.
but they're all in
It's
hoity-toity
all yeah,
places.
it's all in the center of the city, so
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
you can walk around.
Do I remember of any special event about this time 4 months ago that happened? Some cultural event or something?
Like the arrival of the French.
Let me check that. Okay.
Perhaps a new play, a new group in town, a new.
Well, maybe I'm not going to check historical because maybe something,
Okay.
but
Okay.
nothing that you can remember. No,
Okay. Okay.
no new. Perhaps there were plays, but nothing that would arouse such strange behavior.
Okay.
Also, 3 months ago, it would have been August, and there would be no play starting in August. Probably everything is closed around that time.
Okay.
So it started in a very it's the low season. People usually are not in Lisbon at the time, so yeah, it's
They're
suspicious.
suspect. Yes, they're suspicious.
It's also suspicious. So it started in the summer when people are not as much inclined to go for long walks around the Avenida. This is our Bois de Boulogne, the the poor people's version of the Bois de Boulogne. Usually, it's very hot at the time, so that people don't go as much for walks. And the cultural and the social gatherings are less. Also, people are in
We
other
should
places.
we should probably just institute like a rest sometime during the middle of the day where we all just sort of chill out. Big ass hats. We need that too. And tequila. We should all those things. Let's do all those things.
Red wine.
Oh, port, my friend, port. Yes, we must do port. Um, so let's see. Joachim is he stands up and says, "Well, I would like to go ahead and investigate my usual sources, given the timing, the names of the parties involved. Perhaps I can put together a dossier that will serve as a useful basis for further investigations."
I can offer my offices as a discreet place for us to meet periodically. There we have rooms which can afford discretion.
Well, and
I think that would be wonderful. Du Commercio doesn't really have that kind of privacy.
yep.
Yes, and it is filled with curious people who will
Of
be
course, it is
curious
a
about what we are
newspaper.
doing. Of course.
And
Mind
okay.
you, they are perfectly compliant with the censorship laws and mind their own business.
No one is levying any accusations.
Well, is there something I can do to help you? Asks Duarte. If you need, I can provide
Well,
kind of accommodations.
I'm going to organize a tea probably at my place, and I'm going to invite all the ladies.
Ooh, excellent.
Maybe Tomas, you can come to entertain them with your poetry.
Yes,
I'm not sure about you,
yeah.
gentlemen, Nogueira and Vasconcelos.
Yeah,
Well,
I
if
know.
Tomas is going to do a reading, I would love to be there.
I know. I know a few of them. So yes,
Your
I
latest
don't mind.
your latest poem still lives in my memory, Tomas. I have
Oh,
my mind on my coaches and my coaches on my mind. Such a powerful phrase.
I'm glad to hear that.
You can also come, Duarte.
Thank you, but probably not a good idea.
If you will communicate to the husbands in question that we have accepted the request and that we will be at their disposal if they would be kind enough to make our investigations a priority in their own households.
Oh, I can assure you that is a yes. I've already inquired about that. But I will tell them that you accepted.
Well, perhaps Antonio Joaquim also, in that case, could make some appointments with the husbands and try to talk to them directly.
Yes, I think we can make some excuses for some papers to be signed or missives.
Oh, yes. Once we have the
Be
dossier,
notarized.
especially, I'm sure we can come up with some pretexts that make it seem reasonable for us to have conversations.
What do I know about this poet, Sebastião Valério?
What do you know? Well, he's kind of famous. He's been famous for some time.
Hmm.
Though, as I said before, he's more famous for his social life than for his poetry.
Hmm.
He has been involved in some scandals, but he's not shunned socially.
Okay.
For some reason, he's still acceptable. He's still an acceptable guest.
So that is Christian Valero.
Sebastião.
Sebastian.
Yeah, Sebastião Valério.
You can call him Sebastian.
And the other potential mirth maker.
The other is Dom Luís de
Ataíde,
Dom Luís de Ataíde, yes.
an aristocrat, fallen in disgrace.
Yes, like most aristocrats, is not as wealthy as he used to be.
Okay. Oh. Someone can spell that for me later. Do either of us personally know those two?
The poet and the
An aristocrat? Yeah.
well, the poet, you know him by name at least, and it's more likely that you actually know personally the aristocrat because you move around the same circles. The poet is also moves around in the upper class circles, but not as much.
Well, then, Tomas, do you want to reach out to Sebastian, poet to poet?
Yeah, probably I will try to talk to him.
And I'll reach out to and
The aristocrat, yes.
make some excuse.
Okay, so Tomas, you know that you know the place where you can find.
Yeah, probably
If this turns into a poet battle, like this is going to be the most epic session ever. Like,
Near Casa Vanessa is.
Do you have rules for that? Poetry battle?
Poetry battles.
Oh, let me summon some poems.
everybody in the 313, put your motherfucking hands up and dance with me. If Percy Shelley shows up, this is going to top off, isn't it? Although I think he's probably dead at this point.
So Zulkim will head back to the Hermosia and will start researching the husbands and wives and also the two suspects. He will be looking to build a dossier on everyone before beginning the questioning. And he will also look for common patterns and events that they all might share, common locales. And he'll arrange with Antonio to meet with him at the offices he's arranging later.
Oh.
And we have lost our game master. I chased him off. It's all on me.
We're doing this.
It's all on me.
Game mastering now.
My extremely poor pronunciation of Portuguese did this.
Look, if I haven't chased people off with that, like no one will ever chase anyone off with that.
Okay, you'll have to repeat because I have lost connection for.
No problem. So, what I arranged with Antonio, I know he's providing space for us all to meet together. After confirming with him the time that we'll be doing that, I'm going to go back to Comosia, and I will, Lisboa. Yes, de Lisboa. I will go back there, and I will begin researching the husbands and wives and the two suspects, which is how I think of them because I'm a journalist and I have a nasty, suspicious mind. And I will start researching dates, events, I'm trying to build a dossier that we can use as a foundation for a more effective questioning. Their connections, if there are any that appear in documents, places they might have all been at approximately the same time. Just a really thorough dossier.
And I will help to the extent I can with the dossiers as well. Just official records, sorts of things, and
Right.
anything to
Okay.
kind of
So
help with.
you are going to do a library use
Yeah,
rule,
more or less, yes.
Basically, detailed research. Yeah.
and Tomás, you want to check up on Sebastião Valério.
Yeah, on Sebastian Valério, yes.
I said that it would be near Casa Vanessa, but I was wrong. It doesn't exist yet. It will only be founded in 30 years. So, but in Chiapas.
So
Okay.
my
Yeah,
scoop gives me a +2 to investigation on leads.
Okay.
So
You can both roll because you are doing the same kind of job, so you can do a cooperative role.
Okay.
But you have to pick with the leader and with helping.
Okie doke.
Oh.
I'll be the helper then, since you probably.
Okay.
Although I've got a decent investigation, so.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't really know who's got the better skills when it comes to investigation. Anyway, let me take a quick look. So my intelligence is 14. My wits are 13. I do have the scoop, which is my unique feat as a journalist. So I'm +2 to investigation roles in cases like this. I do have 2 ranks of investigation.
Yeah, I've got 2 investigation and +1 intelligence mod. So.
Okay.
And a decent roll. So I'm rolling a 18 to help. So.
Okay. So what bonus does that give me?
+1, yeah.
Yeah, it's always a +1.
And Pedro, can you type the name of the aristocrat? In
Oh,
the chat?
okay. I'll do it in the private chat. Just a moment, please.
But type it in English. So
Okay. And then additional +1 from another character. All right.
Oh wow, yeah, I was nowhere close, but that's because I didn't realize part of that was his title. Yeah.
Yeah.
So is Dom DeLuise a noble?
Yes. That is correct.
So I have a total of 16.
So +1, 17. Right.
Okay.
Okay, so let's divide this into different kinds of things. Okay, so you are going to check on social events and references to all of these people there, and you find nothing that is particularly interesting, except that you know at this point that all of these people probably have met each other. Again, this is Lisbon. This is a small city, and people eventually will frequent the same places, the same houses, the same theaters. There aren't many. I think there are two major theaters and probably opera house. So everybody goes to the same places.
By class, right?
Yeah. So being all of these guys upper class or upper middle class, they frequent the same places. So all of these women must have met both Sebastião Valério and Dom Luís
Dom
Até,
Luís David.
even though you would have to check it a little bit more thoroughly to actually pinpoint at which parties they were together. But that is possible. You'll need another rule for that. Let's not go into that one right now. You also find out something more about the couples, the households. I'm going to tell you a few details about that next. Okay, so let's start with the Menezes household. These live in a a respectable street in Bairro Alto. Uh, Afonso is a minor nobleman, but not one of those that lost their fortune. He's still a wealthy man. Um, he married his wife when she was still a young woman. There are no scandals in the family. Nothing that makes it suspicious. So this is a minor nobility family, still wealthy. They have some businesses and other sources of income. And then the Bastos household.
Boss Bush.
The Bastos. The Bastos. So this is a merchant man. So it's new money, but not that new. He has been rich for more than one generation. Though he has grown his his father's fortune a lot. Um, his wife is also a bourgeois. Uh, they live in Baixa, which is downtown. In a it's a pretty nice zone. It's a kind of new house compared to Lisbon because was a part of Lisbon that was rebuilt after the earthquake. So it's for a Lisbon house. It's a new house. Next, the Seabra household. These guys live in Príncipe Real, which is a little bit upper in the city. He's a doctor, famous doctor. He has been. He's also a professor, so not just a mere doctor. Upper middle class, almost upper class.
And I'm sorry, what's the family name again?
Seabra.
Seabra.
So the Seabra is a very respectable man. Kind of a famous doctor. Rich people usually are his patients. Most of his patients are aristocrats or upper bourgeoisie. His wife is a little bit younger than him. He married a little bit later, I guess. A bit, yeah,
The best way.
yeah. There's a more than 10 years difference. And then the Amaral household. Amaral is the guy that I don't know. This is the military guy. So this one you probably know better because he has been involved in politics as well. He's an absolutist. He's a very he's also nobility, but not really important. Just minor
So what
nobility.
was this one's name again? I'm sorry.
Amaral.
Amaris?
Amaral.
Oh, Emerald.
And the absolutist in this case means absolute monarchy.
Megalitos,
Monarchy,
yeah.
yeah.
So he's a very strict and disciplined guy. Definitely no scandals about this family. They also live in a nice house in a not as nice neighborhood. This one is the only place that is far from the downtown. It's called Alcantara, near the river. So also a nice place, but almost suburbs at this point. Though the house is probably larger and has more an
And
estate.
the river is the Targus
Mhm.
or Tagus.
Yes.
The
Yes.
Tigers, yes. And is also a little bit younger than the others. He's still in the military. He's still a captain. Then there's the Lacerda family. These live in Chiado, which is the center of the city. Lacerda is the bureaucrat, the guy that Antonio knows better. He's a very nervous man, um, meticulous, basically anal. Uh, this one is probably the one that you would immediately figure out to be a cuckold because well, he has that type. His wife is good looking, but he's not really uh, not as wealthy as the other ones, and also, well, he's a bureaucrat, so he's a boring guy, but he's wealthy. Though his wealth might be in trouble because now, if the war starts, never we never know what's going to happen. He's a government man, so things might change for him. Uh, Obviously, there are no scandals surrounding this family. And finally, the Villares family. The Villares family is a little bit different. They are not from Lisbon. They have arrived here recently. They are from well, he's a wealthy man, but he's a landowner, so he's not as urban as the others, not a cosmopolitan man. They moved here recently. The house is still being furnished. It's a large house, but it wasn't theirs. They just bought it. He's not as well known because he wasn't from here. And I think that's it about the families.
What's his stock and trade? He's just a farmer, or
Yeah, he's a farmer, basically. A rich farmer.
That would make his wealth particularly honorable, right? Because that's the
right.
big deal, is to have wealth
Yeah,
and
this
land.
guy has a good reputation as
Yeah.
a affable
He's
person.
got control of the means of production.
Well, that was the original meaning of bourgeois, right? Was people who collect rents primarily.
Oh,
I mean, presumably he's a farmer, or equally likely he owns a lot of land that farmers
Yeah,
use, and they
Yeah.
pay him for farming it.
So Sebastian, obviously, you know this one. So this is the poet. In this case, well, this is a very scandalous man. Uh, there are news about him, of course. You know that he has some connections. That's why he's still socially accepted.
alive.
He's not particularly wealthy, but he has connections. And there are no obvious connections between the families and him, except that, as you know already, they certainly have been in the same places before. And finally, the other guy, the decadent aristocrat. So his family has been for various generations in Lisbon. He's not wealthy anymore, but his name carries some weight. And even though there are some rumors, they are not as scandalous as the poets, of course. Again, it's more discreet.
So, is poetry often the last recourse of a noble in decline like that?
Is poetry the last recourse of scoundrels? Let's just say it. Is it the last recourse of scoundrels?
Yes.
I don't know.
He wouldn't admit it if he did know.
I'm
I
just
don't know.
noticing we've got a 2 for 2 on the ran out of money, let's go into poetry thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I think this might cover everything, unless you want to look for something specific, and in that case, I can answer you.
Yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to put together details. Bear in mind, I kind of have more connections to the lowlife than Antonio would.
Right.
So I'm also
between the
curious.
2 of us, we should cover.
So I am curious also about, given where they live, for instance, a very useful thing that Antonio and I could do is we could divide who we're questioning. Antonio could question the husbands and wives and the suspects. I could question the servants.
Okay,
So
so
I'm wondering if there's
well,
a
now
commonality there.
that you were looking through records.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a record search thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and also newspaper articles and
So
you
for
know,
now,
it's like
what I mentioned is something that you can pick up from records in the newspaper.
Yeah.
okay.
Mostly newspaper articles, actually.
So if we're going to interview people, we need to play that out. Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for the
Okay.
ladies, we'll just have, if we have them at a party, we don't. It's easier to interview them.
Yeah.
We don't have to go door to door.
And are we going to be at your party or just?
I invited you.
Boss?
Well, I don't know if I
Okay.
invited you because I don't know if you're cool enough, but you can.
I'm cool. I'm real cool. Man, that.
I mean, I could attend as a representative of the press since you are holding a salon.
Yeah, you're a journalist, so you can go to my swagger.
And I will be reporting for the society page.
So will that be the next thing? Your soiree? Or
I'm going
salon?
to organize it now. We'll take probably. I can only. It'll do.
This will
It'll be
probably
only
take-
tomorrow.
Yeah, probably more than that because.
In the meantime, I'll try to talk to Sebastian.
Mhm.
Okay, so you can do that next. That would be easier. As I said, you know where he hangs around, and where he hangs around is Shiad. So it will be easy for you to find him.
Hmm. I'll try the usual places.
So roll urban savvy.
I don't have urban savvy, but
Roll
who knows?
You don't? Wow.
No, wits.
So you're not a poet of the people. You're a poet.
Yeah,
of...
roll wits.
I'm a poet. Period. 14.
Okay,
And your
so
feet show it because they're Longfellows.
you meet a common friend that tells you where you can find him. He's in a tavern
Hmm.
in Seattle, and apparently is drunk,
Oh, good. Excellent.
which is common. So.
Yeah. I'll join him.
Okay, so you approach. So this is not an upper scale tavern, of course. This is
Of course.
a really
Yeah.
well class tavern. There's someone singing.
Fado?
Yeah, yes, I think so. Yeah, fun. And the atmosphere is heavy. There's drunkards brawling and brawling and drinking, and immediately you notice someone in there that's obviously kind of out of place, but not entirely. And apparently is the motive for that brawl. There's a woman, obviously a low class woman, hiding behind him, and he has his
What?
What's
Say
it
it in
called?
Portuguese.
cane. He
Cane,
has his
okay.
cane. He's holding up his cane and he's threatening some guy who looks kind of rough, like a blue collar worker.
Oh, what's happening here?
The guy
Why are
turns,
fighting?
the other guy turns at you and says, "This guy's seducing my wife."
Really?
And everybody around, he's talking about the poet, of course. And
Yeah.
everybody around says, "Yes, get him out of here, scoundrel,
Those goddamn poets.
fucking poets."
Please, please, don't be so excited.
The guy points at you and says, "He's a poet as well." I
Well,
know.
well, let me try to refrain the tension here. I'll buy a round for everyone. Drinks for
roll.
everyone, bartender.
Roll influence and add +3 because you are buying them wine, and that's important.
Okay, with charisma.
Throw in some bread and they.
Wow. If
Maybe
buying
maybe.
drinks gets you out of adultery charges, I am going to Portugal as soon as I can.
Yeah,
Well,
wine.
if you travel to the 19th century,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wine, bread, and olives
Yeah,
for
here's a wine
everyone.
cooler. Forget that I stooped your wife.
18 with the plus 3.
Okay, so immediately the guys start calming down. The one who was fighting the poet is still kind of, but he says he pushes the woman away from him. He says, "It's yours. I have something else to do."
Yeah, drinks for these nice people, and I walk towards Sebastião.
As soon as he was approaching, of course he has seen you coming inside. But when you approach him, he holds his arms. Tomas, my
Sebastião,
friend.
and I'll give him a big hug and I'll kiss him in the face.
He also
How
kissed.
are you
I haven't
scoundrel?
seen you for so long, you bastard.
Let's
Are you
sit
still
down and
trying
share
to write some
stories.
poetry?
Yeah, I'm thinking about release some, naughty poems in a few days.
Of course you are. Of course you are. Tell me about what naughty things have you been doing? And
Oh,
jug of wine, the good
yeah,
one, that
yeah,
shit.
the good wine. Yeah, bring for us to share stories. So what have you been doing, you scoundrel?
Well, the usual partying, of course. Writing some verses occasionally.
How many husbands are after you?
I
Six.
can tell you a couple of stories. And he starts telling a story, but it has nothing to do with his
To do with it, and I keep pouring always when I see he's finishing his glass. I'm pouring more wine.
And then there was that girl. She was about 14, but very, very, very nice.
Who,
And
Maria?
it could have been, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I think I know her. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you know her too. Oh, okay. Just
Yeah.
a party with her and a couple of friends. I think she has a sister,
Oh,
slightly older, I think.
don't tell me you've been with the two of them at the same time.
Not yet. Yes. No, not yet.
Nah, you animal. Well, I'm thinking about visiting some households, sharing my skill and trying to get lucky with some ladies,
You have no skill, old man, but you can pretend.
Sure, sure.
They're all ignorant. They
Yeah.
easily deceived.
Yeah, a friend of mine is thinking about doing some soirees, and I was invited there, so I'll try my luck.
That's always good, yes.
Yeah, there. Well, I think. Well, let me try to remember. Yes, I think the guests are Leonor Menezes, Beatriz Bastos, Mariana Seabra, Isabel Amaral, Teresa Lacerda, and that one from the farmer guy. Yes, Inês Vilar.
Oh,
You know them?
yes. She's plump, but very nice. I
You
like them
know?
like that.
Don't tell me you know all of them.
Uh, it depends on
In the
the word
biblical
knowing.
sense. In the
Oh
biblical
no,
sense.
no, no, not really. No, no, it never happened. Though I think there are rumors.
Rumors? Don't tell me.
I've heard rumors.
They're virgins.
Yeah, that's strange. No, 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 not that kind of rumors. Rumors that I've done something with them, but for some
What?
strange reason, yeah, I even I was amazed. Why are they rumoring me in this thing that I did?
Well, where there's smoke, there's fire, Sebastião.
Okay, so maybe I've tried something, but I didn't try that as much as I usually do because if I have tried it, I'm sure that I had slept with all of them. But
You don't you don't remember?
I don't think I did that. Yes, no, 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 no. I'm sure I didn't sleep with all of those women. No,
You're trying to fool me, right? You're not telling me something.
no, you can rule influence if you want.
Hmm,
This is the right time for that.
okay.
Man, I'm seeing the seamy underbelly of poetry is really damaging my psyche.
19?
Okay, he seems to be speaking the truth.
Okay. So, but Well, these rumors must have started with something real, right? They rumors they tend to have some kind of truth behind them. Do you think all of them are putting some, in their husbands' heads, or
Well, I can tell you that I've met them, all of them, I think. Um,
and they are the cheating type?
of course, they are women.
Oh, sorry, I asked that. Foolish me.
They are. Actually, there's something strange about them. Now that you ask.
What?
Well, some of them at least.
Hmm.
Some of them. The last time I've met some of those girls, they have been acting strange.
How strange.
Happier, more active, I think. That's the way you could tell
A
it.
happy woman is a very strange thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, active.
This is a horror story after all.
they weren't seducing me, but that's not what I mean. But they were more talkative, I think.
But they talk about what? Nothing or something specific?
Mm, rubbish, honestly.
Perhaps they have found their true love?
Mm. Maybe.
Someone, something that
Who
spikes
the fuck is
their.
fucking all these women?
Yeah.
We have a rival here.
Hmm.
Who is our rival?
I hope not, but
Well, not that I wanted to fuck these particular women, but I find that extremely obnoxious if someone is invading our.
territory.
Yes, this is our turf. It's not for invaders.
Now you spike my curiosity. Perhaps I will try to find how active they are.
Well, if you meet them around, you'll probably, unless, of course, I'm telling that I have met them several times. So I'm not sure about every one of them, but I've noticed differences in some of them at least.
And their husbands suspect of anything?
Well, I think they do because, as I was telling you, I've heard rumors about me having seduced them. And true, but maybe are the husbands the ones spreading the rumors? I don't know about that, but someone did. Of course,
Well,
my name usually comes up when people are talking
do
about
you
that.
think they are absolutists?
Let me think. Well, some of them are, yes. You mean the husbands, not the women, of course.
Well, women don't have a vote in the matter,
Okay,
right?
so the captain is, yes. The guy who is not from Lisbon, Villars, is also definitely.
Mhm.
I think Lacerda is, but he's a public functionary, so he has no politics. The physician is certainly liberal. Bastos, I'm not sure, maybe a liberal as well. And Afonso Menezes is an absolutist, of course.
So nothing in there. Well,
Yeah.
perhaps there. Well, I don't know. I heard there's some places there where lonely women tend to hurt. So perhaps I'll try to see if there's something there. I don't
You
know.
think they are doing something between themselves?
Hmm. If they are, that's good. If we find ourselves in the middle of that, I think that's very good. Inspiration.
Yes, it would be a poem about that. Yes, 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 yes. Maybe.
I like my orgies. So
It would be interesting. Yes, 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 definitely.
well, Sebastião, it was a pleasure to meet you, but I must be attend somewhere else.
We've
I'm
just drank a
going.
couple of jugs. Not one more.
Okay, one more. Yes, a white one. White wine. White wine. And I stay for the until the bottle finishes, and then I'll take my leave.
Okay, so now you know something. And next, Elena, you want to arrange a salon.
Yes, I'm going to send the invitations.
Okay, so let's say in a couple of days you can arrange that. Do you want to do anything else before that?
I know, just that.
Collectively, I would like to find out what I can about Dom Luis uh, from the scuttlebutt around fellow bureaucrats.
Very well. So roll something that is related to this investigation, probably.
Yep. 14.
Okay, so uh,
I will pretend that I'm asking, like I'm trying to figure out if he can be entrusted with some sort of mission or directive or something on behalf of the crown. And
okay, so he is an absolutist,
yeah,
you know, but he's also broke. In spite of his lineage, he has been having some money troubles, and lately this has become worse. He's basically a pauper now, though his lifestyle is not like that.
yeah. I'll pointedly say, that doesn't worry
Oh,
our
let me get this.
employers so much as the rumors that he might be something of a gadfly, which is far more concerning.
Well,
Men like that tend to talk.
there are some stories about him. Uh, not not really, as I said before, not really scandalous, but he has been known to have some affairs.
Hmm. Discreet ones? I'm guessing
Discreet.
not. If we have heard of them.
Well, discreet enough. Uh, they didn't turn into rumors. If compared to the stories from the poet that have been told around,
Gotcha.
and he himself writes about it. Of course, he uses different names, but he writes about the women he seduces, so the stories become known. In this
Gotcha.
case, people know that he has been having affairs, but not that many, and no one really knows which were the women that have been.
And under what auspices does he write about stuff? Like, is he does he publish journals or what?
What was the beginning of the question? I didn't.
The aristocrat guy, like
Yeah.
Dom Luis. Yeah, he. What was he write? Where does he write these things? Like to other
Ah,
friends? Or,
he certainly has told someone. Yeah,
hmm,
because if the rumor started, he must have told them.
gotcha. Okay. So, I will. Yeah. Again, I don't want to push too hard because I'm just trying to pretend I'm doing a security check for something. So, um, well, he may not be the man for the mission then. But if I were to want to meet him, how would I go about doing that? Where does he haunt of late?
You could try to visit him. I don't think you have a problem with that.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll send a letter or a card, asking for a moment of his time.
Well, because rule influence anyway, but
Okay. This is where it all falls apart. Although I do have influence. Yay. And charisma, I'm guessing. So
yeah.
19.
Okay, so he's a almost pauper aristocrat, and you are a government official. He
Hmm.
immediately answers your card and says invites you the exact same day to visit him, even though he doesn't know what you want. But,
Right. I'm I'm pleased that you can make some time for me. I hope we can speak discreetly on a matter, if you don't mind. I know these are trying times for people who support the crown, as it were. Uh, these are these are tumultuous times with pressure inside and out, and there's some question as to your suitability for an assignment. There's been rumors, however, that you might be something of a dandy, and I wanted to see if you could confirm or deny.
okay, so this is what you wrote, right?
Yeah, oh, I would, if
Or
I
you
get
want to
him,
skip it?
yeah, if I get a hold of him, I will
Okay,
just
yeah,
say
yeah,
it. Yeah,
okay. So
yeah.
okay, so you are invited to his house.
Hmm.
His house is a very fine palace
Mm,
uh, in the best neighborhood, but it's almost empty.
yeah,
Um, and it,
lots of spots where you can see a
yeah,
painting used to be that he had to hawk or something. Yeah,
and it smells like dust, and the house
Moles.
hasn't been cleaned in some time. And there's only one servant in the house, apparently. That's what it appears to you. Who leads you to a very fine office. That the office is still entirely furnished. You see behind him there's a shelf with many ancient books, and there are some fine paintings around. He's still finely dressed, though his clothing seems to be not really new, a little bit worn out, but still not. It doesn't look like a beggar. It looks like someone is
yeah,
clinging
he's
to his honor and his fame and all that.
yeah, but
And
he's
he's very
pretty.
nice when you arrive. He's very friendly, even though he doesn't really know you. Um, and so he tells you to take your a seat, and he offers you a very fine brandy
Oh,
or
you're
port
most
or
kind.
whatever you want.
You're most kind, Dom Louis. Um, I wish to inquire uh, after your suitability for a potential mission abroad. Um, First, I suppose I should ask: are you in a position where lengthy travel assignment would be something you would consider?
Yes, I certainly could do that. Yes, I have not. I haven't been occupied in anything else, so I could do that.
This would be a confidential and discreet assignment. I hope you understand. And as part of consideration, there have been some, well, I would say salacious rumors, and I wanted to see if you could speak to them to allay any fears that the decision makers might have. There's some, if you'll pardon my
Rumors about you?
yes, if you'll pardon my candor, there are some rumors that perhaps you are something of a dandy about town.
Oh well, it's yes.
That you are perhaps a threat to people's wives. And I will grin at that and
No, I wouldn't say
swirl
that.
my brandy.
No, 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 not at all. No, I have entertained some women, but there was no scandal about it. It was all very private and discreet. At least on my point of view. I don't know what goes on those weak mind, weak women's weak minds. But I
Hmm.
don't think they wanted. They weren't thinking about leaving their husbands or something like that.
And
Women just
certainly, have you been more active lately? Uh,
I wouldn't say more than before. Um, no, not that much.
so there's not been
Rule influence.
a bumper crop in the last few months, let's say.
Hmm. Rule influence.
Okie doke. And again, with charisma. Wow, this is unfamiliar playing a charismatic character. 16.
Okay, so I assume that you are asking me about some rumors that have been going around lately.
Yes, I wasn't sure how cognizant of them you were, and I certainly didn't want to pry. And please understand, I don't want to be accusatory either. Um,
Well, I have heard them myself, and I am slightly surprised because I do know those women that have been mentioned in those rumors, but I have nothing really going on with them. We've met, I've been nice enough, but not more than that.
are any of their husbands, to your knowledge, involved in foreign or Republican leanings, let's say?
Not that I know of. No, no, I don't think so. I'm very sure that the captain is a loyal monarchist,
Hmm.
as Mr. Villar as well. Mr. Lacerda, definitely. The doctor is a nice man. I wouldn't suspect anything strange about him. Meniz, well, I don't really like him, but that's more of a family thing. Uh, and Bast as well is a bourgeois. He only cares about money.
It's an interesting thing that it, I suppose you've gathered an enemy that you don't know. I'm curious who generates these rumors. We always we
Hmm.
always end up chasing these cats, and we never. Well, we chase the
Well,
yarn, and we never find the cat.
well, journalists usually. Other women.
Somewhere my ears itch.
Have you been making the papers of late?
Well, not the serious ones, but yeah, those
Some of the society
the
pages.
garbage. Yeah, the society garbage. I usually end up there. Mostly lies. Occasionally they get the true stories. But who else? Well, dandies, obviously.
It's a bittersweet thing, isn't it, to be considered such a person.
Exactly.
It's an endorsement in a way and a condemnation in another. Uh, I well, I appreciate you answering my questions, and I believe that you've been open with me and fair, and I'm glad to say that I see no reason not to continue your referral.
Well, I hope you do. By the way, about those women,
Hmm. Yes.
I've noticed the last time I saw some of them, I've noticed that they are somehow different. So maybe there's something behind these rumors.
Hmm. It's maybe it bears looking into. Well, certainly appreciate your time, and of course, this wonderful brandy. Um,
Well, I hope
you've
to
been
hear from
a an
you.
excellent host.
Many thanks, my friend.
Yeah, and I'll shoot the bull with him for a little while yet, and And then make my apologies when the hour is appropriate and head back.
He escorts you himself to the door because who knows where the servant is? Probably lost around the house.
Yeah, we can bond over. I'm assuming I have one servant who is probably the apple of my eye.
Used to have
Since
more.
yeah,
He's
because
complaining about.
I've decided that the lower class person I'm in love with is my maidservant.
Oh dear.
Well,
Oh dear, dear. Now you're sounding like a clergyman.
Well, I mean, it's a girl.
Oh, I could be
Okay.
wrong. I don't know if that was an issue in 1831, but it's possible. I'm not. That's
yeah.
kind of the traditional thing, though, is the priest having an affair with his laundress or maid.
Oh dear.
Well, there's an interesting book that was made into a movie um, about that, but the movie's in Mexico, so it's just
Oh,
loosely
there you
based around it. It's what's it the name of the movie?
Padre Mario's Crime.
Yes, I think it's probably that's.
I think it translates directly.
It's a whole book about the church and their small secrets. And
go.
around this time, a little bit later, probably 1850s, 1860s.
Oh, during the Renaissance, they were all over the place.
Mm.
Trying corpses in
Yeah.
elaborate trials and the whole nine.
Making their quote unquote nephews cardinals.
Mhm. Yeah.
Translation nephews, illegitimate children.
Wink.
Yeah.
Okay, I will send something to Senor Noguera to let him know that the dandy is probably off the list.
Gotcha. All right, and I'll start adding that up in my dossier as well. In the meantime, I will be doing two different things. First, I will be finding resources on the street who I can have watch the women and the houses and perhaps give me an idea of what their routine is. I might make use of some of my less reputable resources, such as on the paper The Trunfata, The Trumpet from Hell. So I'm perfectly willing to use my more scandalous sources to look into these people. I also want to find opportunities to question the servants outside the homes. So I'll be checking drinking establishments in those neighborhoods and seeing if I can get an opportunity to meet some of the servants, offer them wine in return for their giving up the secrets of the men and women they work for.
Okay.
I do know enough to know this is an era when Lisbon was very stratified by class and background. So,
And the capability to write poetry.
there you go.
Okay, so now let's see about servants that you can find. Okay, first roll me a urban savvy.
Okay. Let me grab my die. I managed to let it roll under the table earlier, and then I forgot to grab it.
No, it's gone.
Oh, it's here. Hold on. Let's see. This time, so I have a wits modifier of +1, +2 on the rolls on the skill. So that is a total of 15.
Right. Okay, so you hear about something that might interest you. a rumor, a usual, about one of the servants, a servant at the Emerald House. So this is the one that lives near the river, a little bit further away from the center of the city. Um, there's a young man there that his name is Antonio. He does errands for the family.
Hmm. Okay.
Uh, he has seen something regarding the lady of the house.
Okay.
Be of interest.
Alrighty. So I will locate him. Make sure to have a bottle of reasonably good quality wine. Not so good as to alarm him, but good enough that he'll be interested in drinking it.
So
Um,
you meet him in that area near the river as well, in a fisherman's tavern. He's young, probably 20 or less than that. He seems a little bit suspicious about you.
oh, that's the reason for the wine.
So he asks you, so what do you want to know about it? Why do you want to know about this?
Oh, please, sir, I am but a humble scribbler. I simply seek to write interesting things for the society pages of various papers. I give you my assurance. My goal is not to do any harm, merely to come up with stories that have interest. I pour him a glass of wine, and we can just sit and talk for a bit. Perhaps it's always good to have background information.
He starts drinking the wine and making small talk about other stuff,
Yeah,
the bullfights, and that kind of thing.
gotcha.
Which I assume you probably are familiar with because it's something that journalists of the time were interested in.
Oh
Bullfight.
yeah, blood sports are wonderful. And the
Uh,
best part is you can eat what you kill.
so after a few cups of wine, he starts to be less suspicious of you. Did you roll something?
Let's see. What should I roll? Influence, I guess.
Yeah, no, should roll influence.
Okay, let me roll. Okay. Okay, so I have offered him wine. I don't have a charisma modifier, but
You
the
can
roll on.
plus, let's say, a +2 because you are offering him.
Gotcha. Okay,
Some
so I do have one level of influence. So with that roll and the +2, I'm getting a total of 16.
Okay, so you get him drunk, and he starts losing up, and says, "Well, I do have a story, but you're not going to name me in that newspaper of yours, are you?
Oh, good heavens, no.
Oh, that would get me fired.
No,
Okay,
no, I am a true son of the people. I am a friend of the working man. I would never do that to you.
okay. So, what happened? Well, the lady of the house, she has been acting strange lately, and everybody thinks she's having an affair. But there are no evidence, no proof. And there was this time that I decided I was going to follow her. The problem is she noticed me and she lost me.
Good heavens. Is the lady so good?
Well, that's strange, right? She's just a woman.
It is very odd.
She managed. She lost me, and and I wasn't fired. I think that is even more strange because she saw me. She knew I was there.
So, very interesting. First, she thought it worth her while to determine if someone was following her. Two, she thought it worth her while to lose you. And three, she thought it worth her while not to say anything about it. Where was she going? Did you know?
Well, she was going. I'm not sure where she was going. She was going to some of those I class meetings, probably. She was going towards the center of the city. She lost me around downtown.
Let me think. What is in that area that the lady might have been interested in?
Well, basically everything, because everything is around there.
Right.
Anything could be around that area.
So did you ever go back to that area just to see if she happened to take that route again?
The strange thing is, she went missing in a very strange way. Basically, I stopped seeing her. She was there and then she was not.
Well, now that is interesting.
Yeah, she was very, very able to take a side street or something. It was near. He tells you the name is Bika.
Okay. So I do make some careful notes of the location, which I assume being from Lisbon, I'd have some idea where that is and how to locate it.
Yeah, it's also downtown. Um, but it was not the place she was going to, so she took side streets to avoid going wherever she was. She was going to a some store downtown.
Okay, I see. Ah, I'm very curious. I don't know if that's the sort of thing that would normally show up in the papers, but here's what I'll do. Um, if you can provide me with more information regarding her comings and goings, and bear in mind this is purely for background interest. As a society columns, you have to keep track of what people are up to and finding out the connections and the parties they may be planning. These are important things to the newspaper's readers. So if you are able to find such things, I could probably arrange for you to receive an appropriate, shall we say, source commission for anything truly useful you find. And of course, this will all be in complete confidence.
Well, sir, if I know something, if I find out about something else, yes, I will certainly tell you about it.
All right. So I will leave him with the bottle of wine, wish him a good evening, and head back to record, collate my notes. I may go, how late is it at this point in time?
Well, this was probably during the afternoon. So.
Okay. So I might go looking for Antonio if I can locate him.
I'm usually easy to locate in the evening.
Yeah. So I go looking for him, and I bring this to his attention. I say, this is very curious. It feels like it might be worthwhile for us to lay out a little funds, nothing very great, to perhaps some of the people who are routinely on those streets where she disappeared.
Yes, well, I'm sure our benefactors will be happy to aid in that.
I would not suggest
if it becomes too onerous, yeah.
As a journalist, that we routinely have ordinary street people spy on the great and powerful, but we do. And as a consequence, I think that, children especially, you would be surprised, children make very effective witnesses to various things, because they feel no need to conceal anything, and they're very grateful when you give them a little something. So,
I think you
and
might
nobody
be
notices them.
surprised. I think you might be surprised how similar our jobs are in that respect.
Yeah. So yes, I will. I will go see if I can put together a small street network to start looking into the lady's activities there. It may be the servant lost her, but perhaps other eyes don't draw her attention.
In your experience, do you think she would have escaped him close to where she was going or further away? Is it perhaps we could gain something by seeing what is in the area that she managed to evade him at?
I thought of that. I thought of that. But the truth is, there's a great deal there. I think we would have to get intelligence on the ground, so to speak, in order to better understand. I don't understand how she lost the man anyway. I mean, she is just a woman after all.
Well,
It does seem suspicious, you must
you
agree.
you'd be amazed what distracts the lower classes. No, I wouldn't say that. You'd be amazed what distractions a city can provide.
I suppose, but I think the servant was very interested. The way he described it, it was clear that he was mystified by the fact that one moment she was there and the next she was not. And equally mystifying, the fact that there was no consequence, as if she didn't want to draw attention to it.
Does he
My-
know? Does he
ahead.
know for sure? And I know the answer is yes, based on that, but that she did see him, and that she may not have just snuck off because
He seemed quite confident that she saw him. As he described it, she knew. And then she was gone. And yet there was never any consequence. Very odd.
I wonder how exact was he about the spot where she disappeared.
He gave me the precise location.
I think it's worth a stroll there, perhaps.
Of course, we can always go there and examine it ourselves. And I would have to go there anyway to begin putting together a network of, shall we say, watchers.
Yes. Then let's put ourselves to that task, shall we?
All right.
Okay, before the soiree, anyone else has something to do?
No, I have in chat
Well, I hope you
provided
have, because
Thomas.
I think that we should do that in the next session.
Mm.
So
Okay.
if you have something else that you would like to do
I
before
provided Thomas with some poems in the chat to supplement anything that he is.
There is a man from Nantucket.
Yeah, I don't know why I assume he's a limerick writer. And some of them are horrible, I will admit.
And I think all this information that we got from about the ladies probably not cheating, betraying their husbands after all.
Yeah.
Could
Now,
change the conversation in the soiree.
you said it would take a while to put the party together, so do you guys want to go with us to spot the area out?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I'm gonna go spot areas out. I'm a high class lady.
Yeah,
Oh,
but you may be more aware of what a woman would do in such an area, right?
Well, I'm a poet, so probably I know the low life and the shady areas. So yes, I will help you with that.
I
Okay.
believe he knows drinking in low dives. That I can believe.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay, so before we go into that, Elena, so you sent invitations to all the women. I'm not sure which ones will be there yet, but you will get some replies. And one of the reply, so your one of your servants tells you that there is a maid there, and she has a reply to your invitation.
Okay.
That's
I
going to be
will,
a
I
no
will
for
open
me,
the
though.
email.
Well, yes, but this is not really proper. But the woman, the little woman, she says she'd like to have a talk with you.
Well, okay.
Should I bring the poor thing in?
Oh yes. Let's read. I'll receive her in the last auspicious in the lesser room,
Okay.
so she doesn't feel bad.
Okay, so your butler brings the woman inside. She's kind of young. Um, and she's looking around like suspicious,
Mhm.
or maybe thinking about.
Hello, my dear.
Oh, lady, I'm sorry. I wasn't sure if you would be willing to talk to me.
Well, of
Well,
course. So, what is the message that you have for me?
it's not really a message. Something strange had happened, and maybe you would like to know.
Well, yes, I think. Let me know.
Well, but do you really like to know?
It's so hard to think without something in my hand. Like, yeah.
Well, I'll give her something, just a small. Well, if I really want to know if it's worth it, then I will see.
I
But
will
for
just say that
now, only this.
tradition is that you start with bribing them with Turkish delight, right?
Rule influence,
Um,
because you are cheap. You have to
oh, I have a plus two bonus to influence when dealing.
how
It's
typical of the
of
bourgeois.
lower social status. So it's 21.
Oh, okay. So she's very impressed with your proposal. Well,
Now, are you so cheap that you get out a set of 10 snips when you get your coin out? Like,
I don't think I have 10 snips, right? I don't know.
did I mention which she?
No.
Okay, so she's a servant of the Menezes family.
Mhm.
So it's the aristocrats. So as it happens, the lady has been acting strange for
Mm.
for weeks, maybe months, and I've watched something really, really strange, but really, really strange.
Mm.
So there was this night when I heard a laughter coming from her room, right? Like crazy laughter.
It was her laughter?
Yes, at first I was unsure, but then I noticed, yes, it was her laughter. I was worried because why would she be laughing all by herself? And so I did something that I never do. I
Of
never do
course
this.
not.
Of course not. I would never do that. But then I thought, well, maybe she's feeling, I don't know, something. Maybe she's having a fit or something. And I was there and I was watching what was happening. I just opened the door, and the lady was in her room all by herself. She was all naked. She was wearing no clothes, and she was laughing, just laughing.
Mm.
I think the lady is going crazy.
I give her another. Was she touching herself in an impure way?
yes.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
think,
give us all the details.
All of the well, this is just girl
Okay.
talk. That's it. It's just girl
I
talk.
didn't
You
notice
know.
that I don't think she was. She was looking at herself in the mirror.
Because the rumors is that she has a lover.
Yes, I know, but I'm not sure if she has a lover. Maybe she's just crazy,
Mm.
or both. Maybe she's crazy and has a lover. Well, I
Well,
think that you might want to know because you were inviting her, and well, she's crazy.
hmm
But
Well, you did a good job. If you see anything strange, let me know, and I give her something else.
Many thanks. And she smiles and picks
Okay,
up.
so they are witches.
You gave her.
They're not committing adultery. They are doing witchcraft.
There is an alternate explanation. Maybe she's possessed by a dude, and he's like, "Look, this is the best." I wonder. Yeah, I wonder if the husbands and wives have switched places, and the dudes are just like,
Oh, dear
"Oh,
me.
boobs are so great," and the women are all like, "What are we gonna do? We got to make tax policy and shit now. Like, this is the worst."
Okay, so you guys were going. Where were we going?
To Bika,
To Pika?
where
The
the
woman gave the
woman,
the urchin the slip.
the Isabella Amaral
Yeah,
disappeared.
we were going to see what was in the immediate
Oh,
area where she vanished.
I tell you that unfortunately Sebastian is just, it has nothing to do with the strange happenings with the ladies. Well,
I'm afraid that Dom Louise also. Well, he was aware of the rumors and
yeah,
somewhat offended by them, and
yeah,
but he hadn't met the ladies, but he said that their behavior was different by the
yeah,
time.
yeah. The same thing with Sebastian. I think they are the fall guys for most of the things that happen here in Lisbon. So
Isn't it sad that when a man expresses his freedom, that there's nothing but rumors about him? That's
yeah, precisely.
hashtag misandry.
Ah,
So, yes, we're going there to both see what's in the area, maybe ask a few of the locals some questions,
Oh,
Yes,
and by the way,
and arrange
the
for a
reply from
surveillance
the
network.
aristocrat was she was unable to attend your soiree.
dang.
Wah, wah,
Okay,
wah.
so guys, roll me urban savvy
Investigate.
what?
or urban
Urban savvy.
investigation
Okay.
or urban savvy.
Okay. Is with what?
Ooh, natural 20. Yes.
17 for me.
20 would give me a total of 23.
The natural 20 works.
Yeah, 16 investigate for me. So
Very quickly, you find out that no, I forgot the name of the woman.
Isabella Amaral.
Okay, so Isabella Moral, she usually comes to a church in this area.
Good heavens, the lady has become devout?
Well, they're all devout. They're all Catholics. So,
Well, they are all theoretically
Yeah,
devout,
theoretically.
yes.
so
And the name of the church is?
São Paulo.
Okay.
Perhaps we should check out this church.
Yes. It's not my place of entertainment, but we must know more things about this mystery.
Yes, I agree. Let us be frank. The church is one of the props of ancient superstition. As we move towards a more enlightened age, obviously must take a more enlightened attitude towards such ancient institutions.
Yeah, and also
you make a good point. Let's never be frank again.
Okay.
And also the church has more debauchery than an orgy, a Roman orgy. So
it depends upon the church, but I suspect you are correct. I have heard my fair share of, shall we say, salacious details in my
the priests are the worst.
things that I could never publish, alas.
Yeah, I'm learning today that I'm going to the wrong church.
Yeah. There are the serious churches, and then there are the party
As you
churches.
approach,
And it's
the St. Paul Church, which is St. Paul, it doesn't appear to be a very devout church. It's a very unassuming one. Small and old, of course. This is Lisbon, so
Everything is old.
everything is old. But it doesn't seem like a very upscale place where upper class women usually go, though it's a church. So
It's not Ibiza, is what you're saying.
not one of the fashionable churches, basically.
how curious, curious. In status conscious Lisbon, where one attends mass says much about the individual.
So this is probably
This does not look like a place they would attend.
this might not be the place that she usually attends mass, but apparently she has been coming here.
Well, let's go in and light a votive or two, shall we?
Yes. I hope I don't have to talk to
Why
the
not?
priest.
I do too. I do too. Yeah,
So-
I'll look for any signs of smoke coming off of Tomas so we can get him out of there as quickly as possible.
As soon as I set my foot on the church, I start burning.
any offense I have towards priests is purely professional jealousy. Because I have to dig for people's
That's
secrets,
true.
and they just tell
Yes.
them.
You are going inside the church, right? So
Mhm.
all
Right.
of your roll wits.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Wits.
And just pure.
I rolled a 17 plus 1 is 18 total.
For me, is 10.
Is an 11 for me.
Right. Okay. So you roll a 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
I feel inspired by the Holy Spirit.
a moment. Let me know.
Dude, if you get naked, we
There-
are absolutely buying.
Once upon a
We are
time, there
absolutely
was a
tying you
Pope.
up and hauling you off to the crazy house. Okay.
I would just
I'm
like
just
to point
telling
out
you.
that Pope and dope rhymes.
Yes.
Use that. As a-
So roll. What roll?
I start speaking Latin.
Roll 1d20 plus wit modifier.
and that's just
1d20.
Thomas, right?
14.
14. Okay, so suddenly, while you were entering the church,
Uh-huh.
you suddenly freeze, and everybody else feels, and well, not everybody else. Antonio, you start feeling uneasy, something oppressive, and Tomas, you just freeze at the door. Joaquin, you feel something strange, but nothing special. Just
What is happening to
Yeah, I'll
What
look
is happening to-
about to see, yeah, if I can tell what's making me uneasy.
Oh,
it seems to be something related to the church, and also at 3 fear points. Tomas, Tomas.
mm-hmm.
Just,
Right.
okay, just dang.
But will he get the fear points simply because it's like, oh my God, what am I doing in a church?
It finally happened.
No,
I'm
obviously
going to
not.
hell.
Yeah. Oh, I just remembered I haven't been to confession in a decade.
Hey, I can't move. What's happening?
I turn around. What's the matter,
Oh,
Thomas?
by the way,
There,
no, wait a minute. Let me check. You rolled a 10, right?
Yes. I die.
No, minus 3. So, oh yeah, okay. So it's I remember. I forgot about the fear point. No, so you didn't freeze. What you did is you started running away.
Okay, I just remember I had another date. Goodbye.
And yeah, for a while you are running. So for 6 rounds you are running away from the church.
Evil,
That's
evil. The church is evil.
I can't I can't quite blame him, but there is an oppressive atmosphere here. Do you not feel it?
Joaquin feels something, but nothing as scary as that.
He's so dead inside from journalism that he can't even feel the evil that's.
No, it's gentlemen, this is a perfectly ordinary and indeed unremarkable
I'm
church.
not there. I was just went to lunch.
He's not arguing. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point. Okay, yeah.
Now, any of you as a cult? I don't think so. But
No,
Unfortunately, no. Yeah, I'm a journalist,
just
so
Helena, I'm guessing.
yeah.
She's busy fattening up 2 German kids to put in her oven.
Oh my goodness.
No, but I also don't have occult.
Here we are in Gothic, and
Yep.
nobody has a
Nobody.
Yes.
Yeah.
cult.
so
Oops.
you are also there, Elena. I thought you weren't, but
No, I don't think
No,
she
no,
was.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not gonna do the field work, walk and talk to people.
So
Please.
you're like the Nero Wolf of our group. We have to bring everyone to your salon, and I'll walk deeper into the church and see if I can put my finger on what seems off here about the whole process.
Mhm.
And I
Okay.
will go ahead and make, since I'm inside, make a crucifix
Mm,
or cross myself.
Roll, not for the crossing.
Oh,
Uh, Roll investigation.
yeah. I was about to say for the crossing, I'll just use the spectacles, testicles, pocket,
Mhm.
wallet. Yeah. Oh, good lord! I rolled a natural 1, so
Right. So
whatever.
everything. Apparently, you get lost looking around the church. You see something interesting there, and it's something there. But
It's like,
you
what
know,
is this for? It's a confessional. Oh. Now I feel foolish.
in the
So
meantime,
I'm
Tomas is running away, and suddenly you stop. You
And
are almost outside of this neighborhood because you were really running.
yes.
Suddenly, the fear subsides, and you think to basically, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah. What the fuck just happened? It was the drugs
Now,
that I took this morning. What?
now I'm curious about what is more scary than the devil church. That you're like, not this neighborhood. Time to slow my roll.
So I'll start to head back and try to think what happened.
Well, you can remember everything. You just have a irrational fear of that place and ran away, and then it went
Yeah.
to the fear stopped.
I start heading back and slowly and try to enter again the church. Why? Because I don't. This is not logical. This makes no sense. So it's a church. I don't like them, but there is no reason to run away.
Okay, so when you approach it again, you don't feel the same thing. Uh,
But I still find it oppressive
you still
until
find it odd in some way or oppressive, but the fear has subsided.
I enter the church and I look around.
And in the meantime, Joaquin,
us.
the priest approaches you. He has noticed some that there were people here. The priest is a man in his
Ah,
40s, average looking, is dark haired and not particularly impressive. Um, And he just asks, "I heard some noise. Some, was there some commotion here?"
No, we just had a friend who I assume was suddenly aware of something he needed to do. Uh, Greetings, Father. I am Joaquim Nogueira, and this is my friend Antonio de Vasconcelos. Um, and
Gentlemen, my name.
we simply happened to see your small church and thought that we could come in. May I ask who I am
Of
speaking
course,
to?
I'm Father Zvid. I write the name here.
Yes.
I write his full name. But let's call him Zvid. I assume it's easier for you.
Okay. Tomeas Vido. So, well, Father, I see that your church. So I look around. Are we the only ones present?
Yes, at the moment there's no one else here.
I see your church is empty at the present time.
Yes, unfortunately, well, we are kind of not in a very busy spot, so there are times where the church is empty. Well, not empty. You are here, so welcome.
Yeah, yeah. I assume this gives ample time for confessions for those who are needful of such things.
Well, if you would like to, I am here for that.
Oh, thank you very much, Father. I appreciate it. But I do regularly go to confession, as all good citizens do,
As
of
you should.
course. Yes. So how long have you been here at the church? I'm not familiar with this particular church.
No, well, this is, as I said, this is not really a busy place. People usually go to a church down there, and it points to another street.
Surely you have a few notable parishioners.
Oh, I do. Yes, mostly locals, but yeah, some other people as well.
Perhaps if you courted a few people of prominence, you could fill the pews
Well, I
to
do.
your rival church's detriment.
I have some. You know, this is Lisbon. Everything is close by, so eventually some people of prominence come here, but not as many as not as many as in other churches in other places. This is not the most convenient place for certain
Yeah.
people.
Is the church he's referencing, is it like a newer church? And like basically it's
It's just
stolen away
this
his
one is a
parishioners?
little bit further from the main streets,
Hmm.
so that's probably the reason less people come here. Secluded in the city, so it's
But it's old, so it's
yeah.
preserved. But,
It's also
I,
what
I see your note there, Pedro. Yes.
So in the meantime, you are approaching the church again, and you are
Okay. I enter very slowly and cautiously, and I take a look around to see what's if I.
Is that your friend? The priest asks Joaquin.
it
Yes,
is. You must
Tomas.
forgive him. He is a bit of a
He's a poet.
yes. He's a bit of an
He's an
eccentric
artist.
fellow.
Yes. I know.
Probably something about your gargoyles or something caught his attention.
Yeah, I start looking around the church. Particularly, I start looking at any decorations, anything I can see on the walls, anything unusual about the sacristy or the altar. Anything.
And I'll ask him about, if the church has a particular patron or a particular order that it prefers within the church
No, not really.
that differentiates it from the other one, other than its location.
Absolutely not. This is a very common church, and you find nothing unusual. But you can roll investigation if you're looking for something.
Yes, I'm also.
Yeah.
I'm also studying the art of the church, the paintings all of that.
Okay.
Yeah, I rolled an 8, so I doubt I'll be noticing
I rolled a
anything.
13, so I may not be doing much
Well,
better.
and I am a visionary. I have a +2 to art rolls. So
Oh,
yep,
Oh, cool.
yep.
so you probably don't write limericks, and these are wasted. Wasted.
Uh, 19 total.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So none of you finds anything unusual about the church.
Okay.
Okay. That in itself is deeply suspicious.
There's no reliquaries.
This church is too normal.
No crusader buried under the crux. No way.
There's absolutely nothing unusual or particularly interesting.
Is it
We
just
are,
And so no reason for a lady to be
is it
here.
just you
Yeah.
here, Father? Or do
yes,
you have other?
yes, I'm the only one. Well, there is I don't know how to say it in English. A moment.
Altar boys
This
and
or the sextant.
Yes,
Sexton.
probably that's Sexton. Yes, that must be that.
what is that?
Beatus? Beatus?
The sexton is the guy who usually buries
Yeah,
people.
exactly.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah,
I was
it's an
about
old
to say
man.
the church never moves, so it shouldn't need to take sextant sightings. Yep. We're still at the same latitude.
Yeah, no, the sexton. Yeah, and then there's, I mean, if it's a small, poor church, he wouldn't have a curé or a vicar, so
Yeah, it's a small.
he just has some old dude to shovel dirt over people.
This is not really, it's not poor, but it's very small. So
Yeah.
so it's just a
Yeah.
section.
Is there a cemetery attached to it?
Not used.
Well, you could even have
It's there,
tombs
but it's not used.
within the building
Or
itself.
catacomb? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're talking to the priest. I'll just look around and try to see near the altar that small room where the priest changes.
The changing room. Yeah.
Changing room wherever, where the priest room,
Right.
where he
Rectory, is
kept
that the right word?
where he kept the wine, the
Wine.
the books, the
There you
wine.
go.
Yeah.
Dude,
We know what
if
you're
you
looking
make
for,
off
dude.
with
We know what you're
Jesus'
looking for.
wine, you are in trouble.
Okay, so roll investigation.
Oh,
What?
that's
Roll a
funny.
what? Oh, investigation. Okay. Oh,
Just like
six.
that, we all died.
Yeah, no, 6. Forget it.
So you look around and you find that
Nothing.
it's there.
Okay.
Everything is normal.
Okay.
Stop being suspicious about the priest. The priest has done nothing. He's just a priest.
I'll look to the ceiling to see what kind of, if there are any kind of paintings on the
No,
ceiling.
no paintings.
Okay.
Yeah, I looked for that stuff earlier. Apparently, it's a really plain little
Oh, God.
church.
It's a plain thing.
So
4 walls and a roof.
what's the source of this feeling?
It's God making you feel guilty.
Yes,
have
that.
You are bold.
Do you have a catacomb here or anything beneath?
Not that I know of, but it's possible. There are many underground spaces.
Nooks and crannies, as it were.
Yeah, below, in this area especially. So I wouldn't. Not that I know of, but it's possible. Rule influence.
Okay. 17. And I'll just explain. Oh, these places fascinate me.
You have the feeling that he's lying.
Wah, wah, wah. Well, we were already a little suspicious that there was more going on here than he was telling us.
Well, we've taken enough of your time, Father, and We appreciate you talking to us. It's a lovely church. We'll spread the word. And then you can spread the word. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
Wah, wah, wah.
all of you roll wits again.
Oh
no.
god! Oh god!
Yes.
Ah.
Oh, good grief.
Okay, this time.
Okay, I rolled a 16.
I rolled a 7.
Plus 1 is a 17.
Okay,
Oh dear.
this
It's my
time.
turn.
This time I got an 18.
Oh, so you actually did better than I
So
did
you
this
rolled
time.
an 18, a 16, and what was the other one?
7.
Okay, 7. Right. Mm-hmm.
Doom,
Yeah,
doom,
this
doomed.
is not good.
Okay, no, not for you, no. Right.
I blurt out my secret sin.
One thing.
I'm in love with Felipa Arasosa. She's my maid.
She does laundry so
She's my
good.
maidservant. Apparently, she's an actress too. But
Okay, that's just about the same as saying she's probably also
well,
a
no,
prostitute, so there you go.
nowadays that's where I got the name. I just looked up. Oh, she's actually really attractive. Look at that.
Okay, so
Oh, okay.
when you are leaving, after a bit, when you leave, Antonio starts acting a little bit strange. I'll let you decide what you're going to do. You, for the next 3 days,
3 days. Okay.
Oh,
acting hysterical, which is strange.
Hysterical.
It is not for men, but hey, that's what happens.
oh no, he's becoming a woman. Kill him.
I mean, like
Oh, my
violently
goodness.
so, or just
No, not extremely. Just
okay, so this is
you will be having outbursts of emotional outbursts,
I got you.
Oh god,
and
he's a woman.
well, you what? You're nothing, I guess. Do you have any psychological drawbacks?
I've got emotional baggage to do with being in love with my maidservant. So
Well, okay, so maybe your hysterical behavior could be related to that. If someone else has psychological drawbacks,
then
Psychological? No.
no.
Well, probably I have a lot, but not.
Well, not listed. So
Yeah, not listed. Yes.
Yeah, I have danger sense and eloquent. I spoke in a public forum and garnered
yeah,
attention
okay,
for my
that's
ideas.
not relevant for this. Okay, so it's just
yeah,
Antonio is starting to behave strangely.
yeah. I'll look at the the crucifix at the over the altar, and I'll shrink back. You know, like gentlemen, please excuse me, and I'll
What?
I'll head outside to get some air.
What happened?
I bid farewell to Father Tomas, and I'll go outside. And I'm kind of giving Tomas and Antonio the fish eye, and it's like, gentlemen, whatever has happened to the two of you? What is
You
wrong?
left too, Tomas. I'll say, and grab your lapels. You know my secret, don't you?
What? Stop it!
What did
You
it know?
are
Gentlemen,
irrational.
please.
What did it know about you? What did it know that you've hidden?
What you're talking about?
We must conduct ourselves as men of reason. This is the 19th century.
Okay, I well, there's something fishy about this church. I just ran away. I panicked when I tried to enter the first time, and now Antonio is behaving, well, not normal.
There is something in there. There's something in there that knows things that it shouldn't know.
Yeah. Oh.
So
Okay, let's just walk around the church to see if there's any other entrance or anything strange around it.
Very well, gentlemen.
Let's take our
Um,
minds out of this.
Well, we're about to do a search
Yeah,
around the
yeah,
church. I don't think we can keep our
yeah,
My
minds
yeah,
off
yeah,
mind,
yeah.
this.
my mind will
Okay.
never leave this indignity.
Okay,
I'll
so
slap you in the
So,
face.
are going to church around the church? Is that
Sorry?
you are going to church around
Yeah,
search
yeah, yeah. Search around the church, yeah,
search
for
around?
any kind
Say
of
that 10 times fast.
eh,
Uh,
for
there you
any
go.
kind of hidden entrance or back door or whatever.
so one of you will be the leader, and the other two can help with a coordination,
Yeah.
whatever
So,
Well,
you
probably Joaquin.
who has the best
Yeah,
search,
probably Joaquin
best
will be the
investigation?
leader because
Okay. All right, I'll do
Because
that
he's
since
the
I'm
only
the
one
one who's
being
not currently
yeah,
rational at
going
the moment.
crazy.
yeah.
I'm not saying I'm not being crazy right now.
Oh, uh,
My turn is probably coming.
16 total for investigation.
I hope I get a good roll. Let's see what I got.
Oh, let me help
I'm,
you. Just a
that
moment.
tells me that I'm probably just hyper vigilant about everything
Yeah.
now that
Oh,
the church is looking at me.
14 for me.
So I rolled a 14. I have 2 ranks, and I have a 14 intelligence. So I think that would put me at 18, wouldn't it? No, I'm sorry. That would put me at 17. So 17 plus whatever the rolls give me.
I rolled a 14. Total 14. Sorry.
Well, you find nothing, but you have the feeling that you've heard about this particular place. There are some underground passages.
Of course.
So I will take both Antonio and Tomas across the street, see if we can find a nice, quiet little bar.
Did you
Yeah.
see that broken gutter? It'll only take a few years before that entire wall comes down.
So and see if I can
Well,
get them a drink to calm them
yeah,
down, and
a few
No
also
one in
drinks.
this country
discuss.
cares about the details anymore.
The drinks will help Tomas, not Antonio, but yeah, we'll get back.
So Joachim kind of looks across the road at the church and says, "Well, this much is clear. Something is definitely off about
Yeah,
that
that's
church.
not normal.
I can think of no reason the lady would go there. I can think of no reason anyone would go there.
Yeah, I don't. I'm going to try to avoid to enter there again. And only if I needed to. But that's something strange about the church and the man.
Blackmail. That's why they would get going there. If that church sees into,
Well, it is
that
always-
church sees into your heart, it saw into all these women's hearts. It knows what they're up to, even if we can't.
Yes, but why would that make them happy as opposed to?
Yes,
I'll
if I may
slam
say,
my hand
gentlemen,
on the
and
table. Like, it makes you happy to be free of secrets. If I could tell the world my secret
Okay.
and not be judged, then I would do so.
Oh, God.
please have another drink, Antonio, as quickly as possible. So
Yeah, this is gonna suck.
so it's like so I said I just Joachim says I do wonder if is it impossible that the priest might be a secret paramour, that the confessional might have been violated, but I don't. There was nothing about him that stood out to me. This is what is so strange about this place. It has affected both of you powerfully, and that by itself suggests something is going
but
on.
I didn't feel any kind of happiness or joy. I just felt fear.
I certainly don't feel joy at the moment.
I feel like we should investigate this church and then return. Something is off. This church would be old enough. It should have a crypt.
He
It
was
should
lying.
have.
He was lying about that. I could see it. The scrunch of his eyes, the crunch of his teeth as he spat a lie at me to my very face.
Take another drink, please, Antonio.
Calm down. If you want, I can get you some more.
Let us assume then that the priest is concealing something. It would behoove us to do a little research on the church, on what, does it, why would he conceal the presence of a crypt? I mean, the place has a sexton. Obviously, it has a burial ground associated with it, or a burial crypt.
Yes.
So
I can check
should
the
investigate
records.
further.
I can check the records when I go
Well, and probably,
tomorrow to report that broken gutter that is going to cost the wall of that church.
and probably I will stay here in this coffee and just check it out for a few more hours to see if
That's an excellent idea,
see-
Tomas. If you were to see any of the
Yes.
other women show
yes.
up here, it would be strongly indicative that this place requires much more thorough investigation.
Yes, I will.
Please, Tomas, as you sit here and watch, write. You owe the world your poetry.
Yes, I will do that.
Please take another drink, Antonio.
Antonio's gonna be drunk and hysterical. And another thing, I love you guys.
But at
so
least
much.
if he's drunk, it'll be people will
it's
think it has an
excusable,
explanation. Yeah. Oh, that's just Antonio being
I
drunk.
love
Yeah.
you guys.
Um,
You know that, right? You guys are the best.
That church is going to drag us into the fifth pit of hell, but I love you guys. So anyway, okay, so I will. Tomas will stay. I will go with Antonio out of concern that he may throw himself into the river or something, and get him back to his office. And then I will start I'll start asking around the neighborhood because there was nobody in there. I'll start asking around the neighborhood. Does anyone actually attend that church? What are people's impressions of Father Tomas? Tome. What are people's impressions of the church? What are their memories of it? Time to do some investigation.
Right.
And
Okay,
instead
so
of going to my office, I'll go to my home and I'll just moon over. My my maid as she claims things.
Mark, you can roll urban savvy.
All right,
Yeah,
let's do
information.
it. Yes, 18 on the die.
Okay, so you start talking to the locals, and what they tell you is that it's a very common church. Some people go there, not too many. The priest is kind of boring. People don't really like his sermons. They are very, not really good.
They're mostly about how no one shows up. Like
Yeah, it's
that other church.
I really wish you guys would show up more regularly. I feel lonely
It's
here.
not very charismatic. But they tell you that some upper class women have been coming here lately, so that's maybe something has been changing. They don't know the names, but they kind of know they are. They mentioned that there's a military man's wife, a politician's wife, an aristocrat. The other ones are not really
Famous.
well. Maybe the doctor's wife. Yeah, the people know the doctor, so they mentioned the doctor's wife as well.
So,
And they show up on Sundays?
No,
Okay, just for
they come. They don't come to mass here. They come here during the week.
okay, that's odd. Alrighty, so I will, once I get these questions asked, I will head back over to catch up with Tomas
Right.
and say, we should probably relate some of what I have discovered to Helena. It seems as though the wives that we are concerned with have been coming to this church.
Yeah.
They have been seen. The locals find nothing about this church that would recommend it, particularly to these upper class women. In fact, they seem to consider the father boring.
Yeah, but that's what I find strange about the father. Priests don't tend to be boring. They all have secrets, so I intend to find those secrets about him.
Well, I can go to the
Well,
church
it
and
is-
pose as a woman.
And I mean, there is more than that involved. It's like these women are not coming for mass.
Yes.
What possible reason could they have to be there? They could go to other confessors. What brings them here?
Yes, to this church.
I should go and let Helena know, and then perhaps pay a visit to Antonio and make sure he's all
Yeah.
right.
Yes, I will be here for the next few hours. If they don't show up, I'll try to see if I can find anything about the priest.
Okay. And so I go off looking for Helena.
Yes. After you tell me, I think I may suggest I can also go to the church as a woman.
I think that's a very fine idea, but be cautious. Something happened to Tomas and Antonio. I have no idea what, but it unhinged them both. And in Antonio's case, it was more severe.
Yes, I imagine.
Do be
Because Thomas
cautious.
is already unhinged.
I can't speak to that. But I can say that neither of their behaviors were consistent with what I know of the gentleman. So whatever you do, be very careful. Something about entering and exiting that church can have an adverse effect upon individuals. And you are a woman, after all.
Not an individual.
No.
So you are going to the church today, right?
Yes.
Okay, so still time for that.
Oh,
So you
Joaquin. Okay, it's back.
I don't know why that keeps happening.
Elena, you arrived at the church. You are going alone now, right?
Yes.
So it's a very unassuming church in a place that you've never been, because it's a back street, a side street. It's not really a place that you have been before. And you approach the church and roll wits.
14. No, 16. Sorry, 16.
You feel nothing strange when you enter the church. It's just a very dull place. When you enter, you see an old woman praying inside. And you also see the priest. He's a middle-aged man. Common look, dark hair, very common features. But when he sees you, he seems surprised.
Well, I'm not going to talk to him right away. I'm just going to sit and pray in the front of the queue and try to look very devoted and pious and focused.
You liar.
You notice the priest is looking at you, but I guess it's normal. You haven't ever seen you here, and you are obviously upper class.
Yeah, I'll see if he comes to talk to me, if he approaches me.
He doesn't, but he's still there.
Okay. Well, I'll pray for a little bit. Then, is there a collection box?
Yes.
Of course, I will approach the collection box and I will leave some money there.
And then the priest starts walking towards you.
Okay, I'll let him approach.
And he says, "Good afternoon."
Good afternoon, Father. Thank you. You have a very
normal,
very inconspicuous.
Does no one else see the gutter?
It's so cozy. You have never been here before, right?
No. What's the name of the aristocrat lady?
The aristocrat.
The aristocrat lady is what's her name?
Doctor's lady.
Leonora. Leonor Menezes.
Menezes, she became this. It was my good friend Leonor Menezes recommended it to me. She said that she started coming here and she's feeling just
yes. When I noticed
blessed.
you came inside, it was difficult to ignore the fact that you are not from here. So yes, I assume that you.
Well, I'm from Lisbon.
Yes, I'm from this neighborhood.
You're not one of my 3 parishioners, is what he's trying to say.
Well, would you like to confess?
Oh yes.
So please.
How much time you got?
I have no idea what to say, so he says whatever. Suppose
Whatever.
Come on in.
That was the
Come
father
on
thing. Yes.
in.
That was the father thing, and that would be suspicious. That was not a real father.
He says whatever he's supposed to say.
Yes, I'll say yes. That I've been suffering from envy about my friends and just pity crimes no sins.
I bribed a maid and gossiped with her for at
Yes,
least
exactly.
15 minutes.
Exactly. I brought a maid to know something about one of my
I
friends.
made fun of a poet, but that's not even really a sin.
I feel superior to others, but of course it's only because I am.
There you go.
Well, most of his answers seem to be perfectly normal, but he seems to be very non-judgmental, and he seems very easy to please. He solves you of everything very quickly.
More than he doesn't tell me that I need to kneel and pray.
He lets you off with half a Hail Mary. You're like, how does that even work? Right?
I know why my friend Elena is coming here, because I mean you feel you are so
lenient,
forgiving. Yeah.
It's just my role. I'm here to forgive you.
Mm-hmm. What if I have done something more serious?
Have you done anything more serious?
No, but like adultery or dancing, laughing naked in front of the mirror.
Oh. Do you think those things are serious?
Adultery is supposed to be.
I'm going to need to hear a lot more about that.
It could be, yes.
It could.
It depends.
We clearly have not been going to the right soirees.
Have you committed adultery?
I'm a widow.
So that's not a possibility.
That's a maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you committed adultery before you became a widow?
Of course
She's
not.
a merry widow. Oh.
You have not. You don't have to worry about that.
Well, I can remarry.
You should remarry, probably. You are still a young woman, so you can still find a.
But then, what if I commit adultery?
I'm sure God will find a way to forgive you.
Mm. And what if I have sex without being married?
Do you think that is
then it's the torch.
Do you think that is a sin?
According to the church, it is.
Well, but do you think it is a sin?
He's a hippie.
He's woke. Well, I'm a woman. I'm not supposed to sing. I'm supposed to do what as you tell me to do.
Oh.
I understand that, yes. Well, but I'm not here to tell you what to do or what to think. I would like you to think for yourself.
What?
It's a progressive one.
I also would like you to get a credit card and other lies they tell you, right?
Well, this is very uplifting. I need to try to think about this all. I will come back.
You
for
should. I think
sure.
you should come back. Yeah, you'll feel better if you come back.
Is the father good looking?
I didn't understand what was the
Is the
question.
father good looking? Or
I
is he?
think he's good looking now.
Is he a fuckable father?
Um,
Or is he an old
well,
pedophile?
no, he's good, kind of good looking
Okay.
for a man in his mid 40s. It's not bad looking. Not particularly good looking, but it's medium.
Hey, Pedro, are you going to take this? She's stealing your thing, man.
Yeah.
What, he thinks to have sex with fathers?
Or anything, really, as
Or
far as
yeah,
I can tell.
anything. Oh, there's a goat.
He made out with a sea creature in one game, man.
Yeah.
We had to take him to the hospital for it.
I'll leave now.
He walks you to the door and sees, and he says, "Well, I hope to see you soon." And Tomas, were still at the tavern?
Yes. I see Elena
You
coming in
saw
and
them
out.
coming inside, and she stays for a while, and then she
Mhm.
goes outside.
I wait until the priest, goes back in.
Yeah, he immediately goes inside.
I'll go and meet Elena. Hey, psst, psst, come here.
That father, that priest is very strange.
Yes. It even worse, the church. I got a bad vibe about the church. That
Yes, church is
it's evil.
awful.
It's evil.
No, the church is awful, but that's not the problem. The priest doesn't believe in sin.
What?
And he thinks women should sing by themselves.
Blasphemy! Blasphemy! What? But well, that's most unorthodox for a Roman Catholic priest.
Yes.
Did you find anything else about? Did he seem strange, or do you feel euphoric,
Uh,
happy,
no, I
joyful?
don't feel euphoric.
That's
Hmm.
too bad.
Do I? My game master, no.
No, you felt nothing.
Yeah, I didn't feel nothing special, just strange.
Yeah, you only found the conversation strange, but that's just
Yeah.
because it was strange. Nothing out of the ordinary except
He's an heretic.
yeah.
Yes. Well, I wonder if he's really a priest. So, uh,
I
do
can try to find out.
He's a libertine.
do priests live in the churches in this time? Do they have?
I don't think so, but I'm not sure.
Well, I'm not sure. Maybe, probably in other places in Lisbon, I'm not sure, but maybe they should live close by at least.
Close by, okay. So okay, Elena, if you want to go, but I'll just wait until he gets out and try to see where he lives. I'm I don't trust that priest. Well, I don't trust priests in general, but this priest gives me the creeps. There's something very strange about him.
How long are you going to stay?
Well, usually the church is closed by 8, 9, so I'll wait until 9:30.
Okay, right. So, but you want to watch him, so you'll have to roll. Sneak. The skill, it's stealth.
I don't have stealth. This is what, wits or
You
intelligence?
get a plus
It's
one for
worth it.
hide, right? So
Yeah.
What?
if you
Wits?
don't have stealth, you get a plus one for
Yeah,
hide.
the basic skill.
Okay. Oh, great. So 20, dirty 20.
Right.
I got a 19 on the die.
Okay, and I rolled a 1, so you were lucky. So, what did you see? Well, you see that the priest doesn't come out.
Hmm.
He stayed inside.
But he closes the church doors.
He closes the church doors, and then because he rolled a dirty 20 and I rolled a 1, you hear something. You hear a strange noise coming from inside, like someone opening a creaking door inside the church.
Open grates, creaking doors. Antonio is right.
Maybe he's working on a PowerPoint and he's using that god awful noise. Like,
Yeah. Oh, well, the church does the church have windows or
No,
anyway? No windows.
no windows. And well, there are those
stained glass, yeah,
stained glass windows, but
that you can't see through.
you
Yeah.
can see.
Yes. So, well, I can't see through those windows, so I'll try to see if I can. Well, when we moved around earlier on the church, did we notice any kind of back door or another kind of door?
No, that's just
No.
the front. No.
Look, trust me, if you wait a year or two, that whole wall is going to open up. You'll be able to just walk right in.
So, guys, I have to drop off here shortly.
Okay.
So
It's almost midnight,
Yeah, it's
or it is
midnight.
midnight.
Yeah.
It's time for us to
Yeah. So I'll.
do something quick here.
Yeah. So I'll add back. So there's no windows that I can look through. There's only the front door is closed. So I take notice of that noise and I head back home.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm standing in front of my mirror in the nude, and
Right.
I'm like, "There's no joy here. There's no joy at all."
I think you should go back to the church and maybe confess.
That's probably true. I'll just do that. No point in dressing. I'll just go
Naked.
Could be the most famous guy in all of Portugal.
Very well. So we finish now.
Oh, okay. See you next.